slow heat death of Ubisoft continues, but I'm going to be honest, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of getting me.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Ubi's getting you.
Yeah, I'm like,
don't let Ubi get you.
They're about to go bankrupt.
I'm like, they're trying something, but they've also, like I said, it's a lot of steps backwards, right? And so we'll see when we go over the gameplay. But first, we have the story trailer they released.
It's hard to remember.
It's hard to remember.
There's a moment here. Well, no, this clip will not make sense for continuity, Snowman. in the between the clips. Anyway, there's a moment here I thought was
Mexican accent is awesome. Sorry.
There's a moment here where I thought it was pretty funny, where I thought they cut out Yasuke from this trailer.
I wish they would cut him out of the game.
Well, I was like, I thought they did, because this, for a lot of it, it's now a story, and so I'm like, they cut him out of the game.
I wish they would cut him out of the will.
Blood.
Breathe deeply.
Just make her the main character.
Tell me about your nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already.
They would have flipped shit about that too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind that as much.
No, literally, like, yeah, like with the thing with Assassin's Creed is that like people have been begging for a female protagonist to own the thing, right? And that was Xiao Jun, right? The Chinese assassin. People want a Xiao Jun like mainline game for a while because people like her, you know, and that's more or less the thing.
I'm way more interested in this girl.
Yeah, I mean, news always cool. No, Weeaboo. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah, the simping is out of control this stream.
Yeah, and proudly so.
Yeah, I'm really trying to fight off my simping.
He comes.
Yeah, I do.
Should have just ended the trailer right there.
Good night, everybody.
Here come. This blade cannot be taken.
What?
Now is the time.
Oof, the animation looks so jank.
You don't even know, bro. You don't even know. The problem is that I was more like, I'm like watching this trailer, these story cutscenes, like, oh my god. Like, because it actually seems motion captured, because like every fucking Assassin's Creed thing, like since Odyssey and Valhalla, especially Valhalla, was all fucking like AI, like pre-rendered or like coded together bullshit, and it's awful. Like, and so I'm like, this is actually looks motion captured, I think, and like there's like one motion capture scene in Valhalla, and it's the best scene of the whole game.
If that's motion capture, Wiz, that dude has ALS. All right, let's calm down. He has
I'm just saying, like I was more just like, this looks like motion capture, but it might not be.
It looks jank.
There's some. I'm just more looking at it. I'm more used to the jank. Like, I'm just literally like, you've given me a turd for so long, and I'm just like, God. I'm now looking at the mud. Like, I'd rather eat that.
Wizard, you don't ever get used to the jank.
People don't care about us. Blood for blood.
Just give me a teaching game.
This land will soon be unified.
Yeah, so then they introduce Yasuke. So it's like 1 minute into the trailer is the first time he shows up in this whole thing.
I already hate this because it's a cinematic trailer for a video game.
Well, I hate this because it looks like Ruby in the back, and Ruby's fat, so that's not.
And he's tall there.
My vision. Is that tyranny? I ride with you.
Richard wants Danny Trio as the samurai.
I have been caught on the wind, blown across the world. I see potential in this man.
The face rigging is terrible. Like, that's some Ubisoft face rigging.
But you know what? It does look like
the
Ruby.
faces look too bad.
It does look like Ruby.
No, it's the movement. Man, like when when this guy's talking.
Just imagine his voice. Just imagine Ruby's voice over that character.
All right, we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do this again. All right, we doing it again?
Yo, bring it on, Jesker.
It did look. I mean,
I wanna fight you with this stick. Is that it? That's all we're gonna do this time?
You're gay, Zenik.
Do you like fish sticks? I mean, come on.
You want to watch? You want to watch me eat food on camera? What is a camera?
What the?
Turn on my camera for no reason.
This is so terrible, man.
It's not as funny as the last. Move on. It's not as funny as the last time.
I mean, kids.
Send him back to wherever he belongs. He may become a legend, or he may die.
This is seriously some like PS2 shit.
It looks so jank, man. It looks
Very.
so bad.
This is what won
Dudes
you
belong
over.
in the old world.
No,
This
just the actual
is
like
the way
gameplay breakdown. The story of Assassin's Creed have always been hit or miss more, and without Darby McDevitt writing it, you're gonna get a miss because Darby McDevitt was the one that like knew how to kind of tell Assassin's Creed story. Everyone else is just like bad guys bad and good guys good, and we kill bad guys, and that's game over.
You slaughtered innocents!
You slaughtered innocents.
Which my dumb Assassin's Creed brain immediately went to the quote from Assassin's Creed Rogue, and just like, you made me slaughter innocents, and I was just like,
Ugh, that accent always makes me think
No,
of
nobody
homosexuals.
that's not in the DMs is not going to get what I'm about to say. But again, just imagine the Ruby voice. You didn't like my tuna picture.
you didn't like my vomit in a bowl.
You didn't like my big bowl of mayonnaise.
That tuna was
Why?
delicious.
You don't
Damn
know.
you.
I put sardines and some mayo for you guys. I'm teaching you how to eat with 12
It's good
scoops of
stuff.
mayo and 2 sardines. You fat fuck.
You are part of something bigger than this war.
Why does it look so? Go back.
Yeah,
Go back to the war spot, to the war scene.
Yeah.
Look how spread they are. Look how like, look at this. It looks
That's
like
the power of the PS5.
that's the power of some.
The battles in AC Odyssey looked better. If you ever
Bro,
played
that-
that when you would do like the battle like between the two things, like those
There's
things
like
were
a
flooded
half
with people, and
dozen
they were like
dudes
grouped
out
together.
there.
This is the power of a very horrible development cycle for a game. That's what this is, bro.
That shit looked disgusting, Ruby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I look like pure
I love you. I
garbage.
wish you were my dad. I hope to be like you when I grow up.
Seen
He would
darkness.
leave you and go get Newports.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so yeah, it's story wise, I don't think this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like, yeah, like I said, you're killing bad guys doing this. But Access the Animus did a breakdown of like their time playing the game. I'll just breeze through it. But the parkour looks better.
Did that say season 1 roughly 4 hours?
No,
Oh
they
my
got like
God.
they got like a 4-hour like proto build or whatever they said they played. Because the influencers always get to go to Ubisoft headquarters and play it, right? And so
Listen, look, bro, other than the female assassin, who I think should be the main character, the rest of this, story-wise, visually, it doesn't look good. Like, I don't know how this. I don't know what was it about this that was starting to win you over.
it told you it's the game. It's the new gameplay, basically. Is what it was. So it's like I'm like not won over as like I'm gonna love it. It's just like I'm interested in testing out the sauce, right? Like they basically what it boils down to is that Ubisoft finally added stealth mechanics that have been in video games for like a decade, and so it's like there's like there's now light. Now like your stealth is now dependent on light, so you sneaking around the dark is obviously easier, but also like you can throw like kunais to like knock out candles and light sources and all that. What's up,
so
Baki?
now they can like have more jank systems that you
Which is what
have,
like
fumbles or-
Thief had back in like forever ago,
like the early 2000s.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, like took you
What's
that
up,
long
Baki?
to finally get there. They also now like they have a dynamic season and weather system they're all proud to talk about, where it's like you'll go through spring and fall and winter and all that, and also like a weather system to where if it's raining, your feet are muffled, right? Because you can just sound the rain, which is something Metal Gear Solid 5 had. So it's like
Those dudes are right there gonna suck to fight. Those guys with the I forget what they're called, but the big clubs, the metal balls in them. Those
yeah,
dudes.
and so basically
ahead.
what they've said is that like you got to play as Yasuke if you want to go melee people. And he can't stealth worth a damn, and then Naoe can stealth really good but can't melee worth a damn. And more or less.
But why do I want to play as Grandmaster Flash as a samurai though?
Let me
Right,
let me just be honest here. Ubisoft is supposed to be a AAA studio.
Supposed to be.
Assassin's
Quadruple A.
Creed,
They made a quadruple A game.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
They called Skull and Bones a quadruple A game pre-release.
Yeah, that's called bullshit. Assassin's Creed is supposed to be a AAA series. Honest to God, this feels more like a AA game.
Yeah, like it's.
I mean, if a smaller studio was developing this, like this would be fine given the context, but this doesn't feel like something that should this doesn't feel up to snuff for a studio that's supposed to be AAA like Ubisoft.
Especially like this one even had some extra time kind of in it, but even then it's like they need to just take a break and to put out like a really strong game like every like 3 to 5 years. But also the other parts of this that I'm like, that's cool. That was a really cool feature when I saw it in Ghost of Tsushima, right? Like you can like go to these parts in the map and do poems and stuff. Like, yeah, Ghost of Tsushima did that. You can use a grappling hook, right? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima did that. You can stab people through walls. Ghost of Tsushima did that, right? I'm just like, yeah, it makes me want to play Ghost of Tsushima again. Like literally like the grappling hook thing, you could do that. You could do all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, like throw the kunais and throw down your smoke bombs and throw down all that. I'm like, yeah. Like, so here's like the low light detection, how it's like you're in the shadow and you can sneak up on the guy. You can knock the light out with your thing. Like it almost feels like it'll be more for like either higher difficulty or for immersion, because you could probably just as easy walk up fast, like crouch walk behind the guy and stab them before they like, because you were always able to do that. You could always just kind of like, they're not looking, crouch walk, stab. Like, so I'm still gonna play it because I have to. I have to do it. I played them all. I'm gonna review it, right? So I'm like, I just don't want to waste my time with it. Because the delay, the very first DLC is completely free if you pre-order it. You're gonna go to a new area. I don't know. It's just kind of I'm more like I want to see the jank of the Ubisoft, right? And the other thing that you lose with this is that there is no social stealth, right? The staple of Assassin's Creed games where you could just walk in front of a group and be hidden, right? They don't have that. Like the groups are so spread apart, you can't do it. If you're Yasuke, you stick out like a sore thumb. And just in general, it's like,
why was that? What do you mean when you say that?
What are you trying to get at this?
You can't hide amongst the villagers when you're wearing that armor. That's samurai.
I mean, but there's a lot of other villagers that are wearing that same armor.
Not really.
What's
The
different
villagers
about
walking around are all wearing like
what
robes.
What about the other samurais?
You don't know the class system of
there's other samurais around.
No, the class system. Yeah, but the samurai are villagers. Samurai are samurai. Samurai are samurai.
Why couldn't he hide in with
bodyguards?
Those other
samurais?
Guys, you noticed that I don't.
Underlay. Listen, boys. What you're missing here is that ancient Japan was a very progressive era. They don't see color.
What are you talking about?
Much of anything.
Nobody mentioned anything about color.
Like you see the cherry blossoms, like they painted those all the time. They saw the colors everywhere.
Yeah, there's tons of like colors and stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they don't see it.
So
you're trying to say there's something about
Eddie, I love the architecture, so the setting is like I'm sold on the setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Ghost
it
of
just does look
Tsushima did the
super
same
jank.
thing. So
Ghost
Yeah.
of Tsushima- the one thing this has over Ghost of Tsushima
And
is
Neo and
the big
Ninja
city.
Gaiden.
I like we saw it just a little bit ago. When she's
I
climbing
think
up
the
the tower.
settings. I think the settings beautiful. It's just there's
Like,
a lot of
this-
jank here.
This is what I wanted from Ghost of Tsushima 2.
And I was never a fan of Assassin's Creed, really.
Being able to go to a big town.
Why don't you burn in hell? How about that stuff?
Hey,
wait.
Hey,
calm down. Hold
You
up.
need to slow your roll. We ain't talking about a lawyer on this channel. You don't gotta come in so hot.
Yeah,
You know?
you got to crash out.
I respect.
Anyway, so I'm just like I'm looking at it. So one thing that Ubisoft took out back and shot was
like old Yeller.
Get ready for it, Jesker. You ready for it?
Yes.
The modern day is dead.
There it is. That's right. That's right.
So Ubisoft has launched their new Animus Hub thing that basically what they want it to be is, if you've ever played Assassin's Creed Unity, when you boot up that game, there's like a screen that's like, here's all the people, right? I'm fixing it, just glitchy.
Okay.
It's not getting any better.
It's getting worse.
No. I know what the devil looks like now.
You've been playing
Anyway,
the Ninja Gaiden 2 remaster, Grumpy Ninja?
We'll get to that.
I wasn't talking to you, dude.
I was just, you can type, No, wait, no.
I'll get in trouble.
Wait, I'm not mad at you for talking to the chat on stream. I want to make that very clear.
No, you just proved.
I will never tell you to leave the chat alone while we're on stream.
A new boss, just like the old boss, is what
anyway,
we have to engage the chat.
Anyway. So how this is going to work from now moving forward is it's going to basically just be a hub of just like, here's your in-game store and here's the past games, right? And you can literally scroll through and go like, here's this, like, here's all this. But it's not even like the whole games are downloaded onto the system. It's just a fake menu that it's like, I want to play through the memory of Japan. And you click it and then it launches the game. But you could be like, ancient Greece, and it'll go to like the PlayStation home page. Or I think if you have it downloaded on your system, it like auto plays it. It's stupid. It's a gimmick. And they're like, basically like, this is the new way moving forward. I'm like, it's dumb. Like, I'm not like, I don't need to pretend that I'm watching like Memory Assassin's Creed Netflix or some shit. Like,
bro, it's not just dumb. You know what it is? It's lazy.
Well, speaking of lazy then, so now the modern day is in the thing. You just will unlock basically text documents that's telling the modern day story.
It's better than taking me out of my immersion.
I will say that.
I'll give you
that.
It's better than pulling me out of that every 5 minutes to walk from the Animus to some stupid desk or to go to some office.
The
Or
modern day
That's Assassin's
story.
Creed 4's like lowest part is the modern day.
The modern day story was the glue that held everything together.
Yeah, but they kept fucking it up. They kept like being unable to basically do it.
You don't abandon it though. You make it better.
I'm just saying.
I say abandon it, kill it in the crib.
So, and that's the annoying thing is that Valhalla kind of left them with something good. We've talked about before. Like Valhalla kind of handed them something. It's like, want to do it, and then they put it in their hand. They're like Luke Skywalker at the end of Force Awakens. He just they were handed it. He grabbed it. He threw it over his shoulder. Right? Like, I don't want that. We're not doing that. No one buys that shit.
That was the moment that whole trilogy died.
So, anyway, so yeah, Grumpy doesn't like it either. Yeah, so lazy and cheap.
But, Grumpy, man. Come on.
Never ignore the chat. We never ignore the chat. Nothing is better than Ghost of Tsushima. Nothing. Yeah. We've talked about before. I wish we could have got a proper sequel instead of the spin-off sequel thing. That Jin story wasn't done. The fact they're like, nah, this is really cool what we were going to want to do here, so we're going to skip right over all that Shogun stuff. Like that was terrible. Yeah. Terrible thing. So anyway, you had mentioned it, Snowman. Speaking of ninja games, Ninja Gaiden 4 was announced at the Xbox
Ooh, very nice.
developer tour.